Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back. If it's the first time you see a video of me and you just joined, say hello that I can welcome you properly. And if you return and come back, then welcome back. So many topics that I would like to address this summer, and something that is becoming clearer over time for me is that the consciousness we bring into a relationship defines the quality of the relationship. And I just actually changed the description on my Instagram profile to say exactly this, that I just wrote relationships with elevated consciousness, because I feel that my relationship change with whoever, the more I do the work on self-mastery and self-consciousness, then the more the relationships around me change, the more people I attract to change, the more people who are coming into my world change. And the quality of the relationship change. And so what I feel is actually missing is the ability for many people to reflect and to look inward and question their own awareness of their environment and the awareness they have about themselves, their thoughts, their feeling. But it can't really work because we live on a planet where so many people are just cutting off their feelings. They just push them away. They don't want to feel it. They don't want to experience the sadness, the angers, the grief, the disappointment. And so they push the feelings away and away and away. And that doesn't mean they can't feel any joy, any happiness, any contentment, any bliss. But it's going to be limited, because as soon as the amplitude of that feeling goes big, it reminds them the bigness of their anger and disappointment and shame and sadness and grief. And by reflection of what they've been pushing away, they actually get angry again because they feel the joy. This is a process to raise your awareness. And I feel since I've been on that journey, I first found self-awareness is a cornerstone of everything. And I thought self-awareness is an idea of a definite place to be. Being able to be in a meta-plane, being able to practice metacognition, being able to observe itself and feelings and thoughts and reflect and see what triggers us and reflect on that. And I feel that the more work I do on awareness and consciousness, and the more actually I realize self-awareness is just a little tiny little pea in a full can. And so what is actually taking to get sustainable, flourishing relationship, what it takes really to get relationship where you know you can count on people, they're reliable, and because you become reliable, because you become the person people can count on, but because the trust is here. And to build the trust, it also is, are your boundaries right? Because and that's why with every single client I talk about boundaries. Even if we've been doing the work for years, we still talk about boundaries, because the quality of the boundaries are perfectible. The boundaries needs to be crystal clear for deep trust to occur. And it's something you do over time. It's something you improve again and again and again. And so what happens is, very often, because we're concerned to not hurt someone, we're concerned to not walk on eggshells, we're concerned to not disturb, we're concerned to take too much place or not enough space, or we're concerned to not fit in, we're concerned to not be accepted or being rejected, and We're having all those concerns, and those concerns that are just distraction to what truly matters, which is actually building the trust. And so if you look around you in your relationship, you may most likely trust more someone that tells you, I don't have time now, but let me come back to you tomorrow, and that person really comes back to you the next day to talk. Or someone that is saying yes now to you, okay, I don't have time, but okay, let's do it quick. And then looks annoyed because you're taking too much time. Who would you build more trust toward? And so boundaries are very important in self-awareness and self-consciousness. And so the quality of trust we build comes with how much consciousness you put into the relationship. But to know how much consciousness you put into the relationship, that comes with how much consciousness you have about yourself, your environment, your thoughts, your feeling. And I feel that the work that has been done in the last decade about emotional management, emotional intelligence, the books about emotional intelligence, they're good basics to bring forward something that needs attention. But I feel it's too bad that majority of people just read the books and listened to the classes and the courses and took the programs, but never really did the deep work on it, never kept doing the work. And so we've been hearing a lot about emotional intelligence. It's kind of a word that everybody knows, but nobody really knows how to define it, what it's really the purpose of emotional intelligence, and what it really means to get that emotional intelligence in place in our lives, in our relationships, because nobody really kept doing the work on what does that mean, building the emotional intelligence, building the maturity that makes us building relationship where we trust each other. And trusting each other doesn't mean we're gonna blindly trust, we're gonna love everybody. It means, can I trust that you do you, I do me, and we're living at that? If I don't want to have anything to do with you, then can I at least trust that you respect my boundary, you do you, I do me, I respect your boundary, you respect mine, and we're good now, and we go apart. It doesn't mean we have to love everybody, we have to be super close to everybody. Trust has different degree, has different level. But we need to come to the point where we're able to build that trust. And with trust comes a lot of different qualities, and comes respect first. We can respect each other without having to love each other. We can, by respecting, we actually accept each other's boundaries and limits. And so we become into the bubble of acceptance. But when we come into the bubble of acceptance, and tolerance is actually the neighbor. And when we gravitate around respect, acceptance, and tolerance, then we build more trust. And the dynamics change. So I'll let you reflect on that. That's a big piece that I will certainly develop more in different master classes, in different programs, in different offers with my clients. But this is a big piece here to reflect on. Listen to the video again. It's a very important concept, and so I really invite you to listen to it again. If you need to journal, contemplate, reflect, think about it. If you feel it's a topic that is really important to you, that you feel trust in relationship is a big point, it is something you want to move forward with. If you feel that building that consciousness in your relationship is something you want to also move forward with, you have different options, and the clerical are for now the best option you can have to work closer with me. So all the details are on the website. Everything is detailed and linked on the website. So it's very easy to onboard. I'll let you reflect on that, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.